Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. This is tomorrow's transfers today, number 13 of the summer. You've had more transfer videos than that. This is of course the 13th time we've been live at 11 PM on a weekday this summer. Remember, it's every single weekday, Monday to Friday at 11 PM UK time. This is tomorrow's transfers today. And as you can see, right, hold on Chris, hold on producer, what have you done here? Producer Chris has already put Fred in as an official transfer. Now I beg to argue about that. I beg to differ about that one, Chris. Beg to differ. Now the lot has been done. He's even gone and got his fee wrong because his fee was £19.3 million as we tweeted on Full Time Devils earlier, the official document from Porto. So Producer Chris has had a bad night today and he's winding me up putting Fred in there because I was already having an argument with you guys earlier about how that one isn't official yet. United have only confirmed that we've agreed a deal with Shakhtar, not that we've signed him. We agreed a deal for Ramsey. Of course, we kind of know the deal's done because of who's told us, but nevertheless. Anyway, less of that right now. We have got the lot confirmed for £19 million, £19.3 million. And I was just watching the video of him giving his... he's trying his best Mancunian accent and doing all his words and stuff. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. He seems like a top lad. Looking forward to seeing him in a United shirt. Anyway, moving on from that and to what is in store for you guys today. We're talking Bale, we're talking Fred. And the reason why we're talking Fred today, Producer Chris, is because it's not done yet. So why is it there? Because if it was done, Chris, we wouldn't be talking about it today, would we? Because it'd be done. And we wouldn't need to talk about it in tomorrow's transfers today. Producer Chris. Fellaini, we're talking as well. Matteo Darmian. John O'Shea. We're talking about the shirt sleeve sponsor as well. So we've got not only loads of tomorrow's transfers today for you, we've also got some commercial seal stuff for you as well. The lad is... I've learned how to say the lot's name as well. It's not the lot. It's Delo. Diogo Delo. I'll stick to the lot. Anyway, moving on. Bale. Gareth Bale's been linked with Manchester United forever, but more so this summer. Ever since the Champions League final, when he came out after the Champions League final and said, I don't know where my future lies. I may need to get out of here. I may need to get some first team football. And ever since he said that, links with Manchester United have appeared. We knew that was going to be the case anyway. Anyway, what's going on with that right about now? MEN, based on a Duncan Castles report, says Ed Woodward is confident that Manchester United will sign him. Ed Woodward, I told you it would be his wet dream to get Gareth Bale. Not only is it a Galactico signing, it's a world-class player, obviously. Big shirt sales coming in off that. Commercial sales galore coming in off that. He would love that kind of signing. Probably even more so than Jose Mourinho would. But nevertheless, Bale to Man United, will it happen? In my personal opinion, I'm a little bit sceptical on this one because we're yet to see who's coming in as manager at Real Madrid. So until we see who their manager is, I don't think we'll know much about Gareth Bale's future. Because to me, he seems like a player that is happy at Real Madrid. The only reason he'd need to leave would be for first team football. And for that reason, I do think if a new manager comes in and they say, I want to keep you, Gareth Bale, I think Gareth Bale will stay there. So Gareth Bale to Manchester United, I think there's something in it. I think we're definitely interested. But will it happen? I'm a little bit sceptical. Then again, though, I was sceptical about Pogba coming to Manchester United. I've been sceptical about a lot of transfers happening. But Boomits in the comments says as well, it's not happening. Alex Thompson thinks it's 50-50. Bale ain't happening, says Anthony. So there's a lot of people that agree with me that they don't think this one is going to happen. But I do believe Ed Woodward would be interested in this one. I do believe that because it's the kind of transfer he'd love to make. We know he'd love to make that one. Moving on now to Fred. And the reason we're talking about Fred today, Producer Chris, put that answer in the comments. Go on. Why are we talking about Fred today, Producer Chris? Because it's not official yet. It shouldn't be there. Anyway, Fred hasn't been unveiled by Manchester United yet. He hasn't been made an official Manchester United player. The last thing we heard from Manchester United was a deal was agreed with Shakhtar Donetsk, but we never heard any more from them. But we did hear from Shakhtar Donetsk, and they said goodbye pretty much to Fred. Fred posted on Instagram saying he was a red and then deleted it again. And we've had other sources who are very, very reliable. So you got Simon Stone saying £47 million. At least producer Chris got that right in the comments. On the frame. The fee's supposed to be £47 million. A 5-year deal, Di Marzio saying. So all those kind of things are matching up to say Freddie's going to become a Manchester United player. It'll probably be announced, if not tonight, then probably tomorrow. But we are guessing at this stage. It does look like he's going to be a Manchester United player though. It's just a matter of time. Bargain for Delo, says Full-Time Devils producer Chris, just completely ignoring the fact that it's not official yet. Ross says, come on Adam, it's done. It's done, but it's not official. It's not official to United, says it's official. Oren says his dad sells Avon. So guys, if you need any Avon, give Oren Hamill a shout. His dad's selling it. He wanted to plug that. Joel Jones, I'll have you, mate. I will have you. Moving on to Fellaini now. And the Press Association have said Fellaini has decided to leave Manchester United. In that though, they have said that Manchester United still have an offer on the table for him. From there, we've seen the Metro come out and say Fellaini has decided to leave United. And BT say the offer is on the table from United. So it kind of shows how different outlets will spin the news that they get. But what is for sure, Marouane Fellaini would appear to have decided to have left Manchester United, because the Press Association don't usually post rumours and things like that. So it's strange to see them piping up every single time with news like this. The Press Association say Fellaini has decided to leave, which means as soon as his contract is done, he can sign for another club. Has he made that decision yet? Who knows? But Marouane Fellaini has decided to leave Manchester United. Am I upset at that one? Not particularly, no. I think Fellaini deserves some respect. I feel like, laugh, like you kind of just saying, good riddance. I think that's a little bit unfair because he's done some big things for us. He's scored some big goals for us, crucial goals for us, and he deserves to be thanked for them. But he's not good enough. Let's see him leave Manchester United. Moving on from that to another player that could be leaving Manchester United, but to who seems pretty unsure now, because Sport Witness have picked up on some reports from Ray Sport and Calcio Mercato and Tutto Sport that Napoli have entered the fray for him. We heard United were negotiating with Juventus for a fee believed to be in the region of 10 to 16 million euros. But now apparently Napoli are readying an 18 million euro bid, which would obviously trump Juventus. And if United are at a stalemate with Juventus, it's happy days for United because we get more money for him. Where he goes doesn't really matter to us. Of course, it could just be something that has come out to put more pressure on Juventus and for them to get the deal wrapped up. But with everyone kind of reporting it, it may be something in it. Let's wait and see on this one. One thing's for sure, I do think Darmian will leave Manchester United. He hasn't got enough football this season. He's probably at an age where he wants to be playing week in, week out. For Napoli, for Juventus, I can see him doing well for those kind of teams. It just hasn't worked out for him at Manchester United. So, yeah, good luck to Darmian. But his future is still unclear because of the fact Napoli could now be in the running for him. John O'Shea's signed for Reading. Producer Chris wants you to know that. Why don't you put that one on an out, Chris? Just, seeing as you're adding players that ain't official yet. Just put John O'Shea out to Reading. Go on, do it. Right, I've mixed up my notes here because it says World Cup Debate Podcast, which I'm supposed to plug. There's a plug for you. Shirt Sleeve sponsor. Now we've got a commercial seal, but before we go on to the commercial seal news, get your thoughts in. So Jay Jr. is saying Sal, Blind, Darmian and Jones. Alex thinks this transfer window is going to be interesting. Any word on Smalling leaving, says ADHD. I haven't heard anything from that. Go on, Johnny, says K Towns. Any news on Daily Blind leaving? I haven't heard anything on that one yet either. Sorry, not the podcast. Not a podcast. It's not a podcast. It's a phone-in. What am I talking about? It changed a couple of weeks ago. Griezmann apparently on What You Think, Adam, says JRPC13. Now, I've heard so many different things. I've heard he's agreed a deal with Barcelona. He's agreed a new deal with Atletico Madrid. He's going to go to Manchester United. I've also seen him say he's not sorting his future out until after the World Cup. look, I'm not getting involved in the Griezmann debate. Everybody knows my thoughts on him. I want him to join Manchester United, but I'm not getting involved. Any more questions? Any news on an assistant manager? Says Aman. Well, obviously we heard that it was going to be all sorts of people, and then it seems like Jose Mourinho isn't going to bring in a direct replacement for Rui Faria. He's just going to shuffle things around, get people doing different jobs, and yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to get a direct replacement for him. Anyway, now that we've done with that, shirt sleeve sponsor. Apparently we've got a business called Kohler, Kohler, Macola, on United sleeves. American kitchen manufacturer, apparently. Alright, great stuff. Lovely to hear. Can't wait to see it. No. Imagine buying a shirt and having two sponsors. I know the shirt manufacturer's always on it, but two sponsors on it, a Chevrolet and this dude that sells kitchens. For God's sake. They should sell one without the sponsors on it. The one to fans shouldn't have the sponsor. It's just... Anyway, guys, that has been tomorrow's transfers today. How long until I crack? How long until I crack, I wonder. Luckily, I'm going on holiday this Friday, so you won't have me next week, unfortunately. But you will have Statman Daddy, Stephen Howson, Gaz, whoever, jumping on Monday to Friday, 11 p.m. Toby, Barry, I apologise for not reading your comments, but I saw your one there where you were upset that I didn't, and I'm sorry that I can't read out every comment. It happens, unfortunately, and hopefully if I do, you know, I'll read out another comment another day. But nevertheless, thank you for watching. Make sure you keep it locked to Full Time Devils. Go and check out the fan call-in now with Sam and also with Webby, and check out the World Cup debate. Who is going to win the World Cup? I wasn't allowed on there because I said Saudi Arabia, because obviously I got Saudi Arabia in the FTD sweepstake, and apparently they're just saying it's not happening. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. You've all been legends. I'll see you guys soon. I'm out of my cola.